Welcome to the first web session of Business 301, Business Analytics. I'm Professor Dean. I'm the instructor for the course and wanted to get into what we're going to be doing. So, as you should be aware by now, this is a course that I'm using the Learning Assistant model for. What this means is that you will be required to do a lot of the learning and reading and all that other stuff on your own outside of class time. So you need to read the book, you need to watch the videos that I've made, right? And then during our web sessions, we will come together and do hands-on practice in groups. So you need to be able to be very, very well prepared in order to do these exercises. And the whole point of the Learning Assistant model is that if you can explain to your classmate how you're doing a problem or how you get through solving a part of a problem, then you have really mastered the material and understand at a much deeper level than just listening from a lecture. So we're going to have web sessions on Mondays and Wednesdays. These are required. You must attend both a Monday and a Wednesday session. They're each an hour long. You must come prepared to work in groups on exercises. Again, I cannot stress this enough. If you are not prepared, the Monday and Wednesday sessions are going to be very, very painful for you, for me, and for the learning assistants. So please come prepared. That means read the book, watch the videos, read the book a second time. The book is not that long. It's very easy to read. It's not that bad. Watch the videos multiple times. Preview the exercises for the web sessions, and I'll show you where those are in a minute. Housekeeping stuff for this first session. Your acquaintance quiz is due on Tuesday, July 10th. That is worth 5% of your overall course grade, so it's vitally important that you take that quiz and do well on it. Your first content quiz, quiz 1, is due on Friday, July 13th, as is your first Excel assignment, which is due on Friday, July 13th as well. So the first Excel assignment looks at Unit 2, Descriptive Statistics. Basically for this, what we're trying to do is describe a data set. So we have some data set, either it was given to us or we collected it ourselves. And many times we want to describe the different variables within the data set. So we usually have a variable in a column. So that means for a single variable, we're interested in two things primarily. Central tendency, where's the middle of the data, where's the midpoint, right? So we use that with average, median, and mode. And also dispersion, so how spread out the data is. So that means we're looking at range, standard deviation, variance, things like that. We're also often interested in a relationship between two variables in the data set. So is one related to the other? Is there a linear relationship, some other kind of relationship between the two? Something that we think is going on that might be a cause and effect, things like that. So for today's exercises, for our first web session, we have two things that we're going to look at. First is the MSRP of a small, tidy vehicle data set, only 27 rows. And there's a bunch of questions about that you need to learn to figure out how to do in Excel. And then, assuming we have enough time, we're going to go ahead and go into exploring correlation, which is looking at the relationship between two different variables within a data set. So if I go to Blackboard under Web Sessions on Monday, July 9th, here are the two data sets that we're going to look at for today. And then at the end of the session, everyone needs to take this exit ticket survey, which just gives your email address, name, what's one important thing you learned in class today, did you feel prepared for class today, why or why not, what would make a class more effective, and then what questions do you have for me about today's class. And then what will happen is on Tuesdays, I'll look at Monday stuff and try to answer some general questions that everybody has had. Same thing for Wednesday sessions, I'll do that on Thursday. So this is welcoming you to the first web session on Monday, July 9th.